everyone, and welcome to the Hell Zone. Welcome to the Hell Zone. I am Dan, and today we're going to be doing some more Phoenix Wright. When we last left off, we were at a pretty big cliffhanger. A pretty shocking scene. It turns out, Maya killed 37 people. Just very graphic and bloody on the screen. So, what we were doing was a fun little case where we are trying to clear the name of a local celebrity, the Turnabout Samurai. And in the process of doing that, got in some trouble with the mob. So you can see this very completely normal, not evil lady just happened to have some folks who are maybe a little bit less than on the up and up. Maybe some rowdy, rough types, you might say. And I believe she's going to use them to murder us. Maybe. It's possible. Let's find out. And I'll just remind everybody, this is our story time. Our bedtime story segment. So I have a lot of the rewards turned off so we can all enjoy just a nice bedtime story. So I hope you can all sit back and relax and enjoy a nice Phoenix Wright story as you fall asleep on this nice Wednesday night. Alright, so Phoenix said, who are they? Oh my gosh, what voice did I do for her? I should have thought about this. I think I did, professionals. Did I have an accent for her? I can't remember. I really should have looked this up beforehand. That are good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What do you think? Would you like to be erased? I think that's kind of what we went for. What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? It's because every time it makes me laugh. This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No. Hold it right there. Gotta get into it. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Wow, thanks a lot, Gumshoe. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Confirmed to be at the bottom of this. I love Gumshoe. He's very cute. He's lovable. Reminds you of FBI agent Norman Jayden from Heavy Rain? Hell no, he doesn't. I remember that guy. Totally different people. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. Legally speaking, we cannot have another trial day. I hope that both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call upon people present in Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Ms. D. Vasquez is a producer who is present in Studio 2 trailer that day. Is this emulated? Yes, I'm not actually playing on the Wii, unfortunately. But it's okay, I dump all my ROMs, don't you worry about that. I'm a habitual dumper of ROMs. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? Oh? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. It's an astute observation there, Maya. Right. If she's guilty, then I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. I don't know if she's wearing pants. I can't see. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Saul take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. Bald Panda asks, is she really guilty? Or is there a plot twist? I mean, the plot twist is how is she guilty? It's seemingly impossible, and yet she seems very guilty. So, if she's guilty, how is that possible? Think about that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination? This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Hear that? It's the final battle. Okay, hold on a sec. to the trailer? Oh, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp and ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30 we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little bit more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Who would win in a fight, Norman Jaden from Heavy Rain or Detective Phoenix Wright? Phoenix Wright would. Phoenix Wright is actually a fighter in Marvel vs. Capcom 4, I want to say. And so there you go. He's a fighter. He's fought. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. You came at 12. And then, okay, yeah. I said I don't like to repeat myself. Why are you making me repeat these statements? Alright. Okay. I'm gonna go with this. As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee room. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Look at that face, Miss Vasquez. Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. The steak was boneless. You ate the bone. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You were hungry. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. God. I see. Then what was Mr. Vasquez, or Miss Vasquez, sorry, doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. Order? Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? Objection. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Oh, thank you for following, Hukuito Joko. Welcome to the Hell Zone. Yes? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? Well, you're right. You couldn't use it as a weapon. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. The shaft. Because of the shaft, I believe. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order? Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Music's kind of loud. Okay, we'll turn it down. Thank you for telling me. Let's bump that down a little bit. How's that? Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I think we can say. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see the murder weapon then. Now, let me ask you all. If this samurai spear was not the murder weapon, what could have been the murder weapon? We know he was pierced through the chest by a spear, so we'll need to find another spear, won't we? Now, where could we find a spear? Do you see the spear? Let's take a look at this photo, will we? Do you see any spear-like objects? The garden fence. Might it be that? What's up? Thank you. Welcome. Hello. Look at this photograph. I'm afraid this is no laughing matter. And what is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order? If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. Can you believe it, Curtailhead? Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Like rain on your wedding day? Ho ho. Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my scriptwriting staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet, the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? Well, what do you think? Did she have another way? I mean, if we say this, then we're screwed. She said this. It's probably not true. So it's probably got to be another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance, actually, for that matter, there is no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry the body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. A sort of, vehicular transport. A kind of automobile that can be used to travel between two places, perhaps. Ms. Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used this mysterious device to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. Drive me, drive me, drive me. You then used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Go. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? I mean, he has to be. He's gotta be. Of course Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the steel samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright, which isn't saying much. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? guess we're done here. See you later. Anyone want to get coffee after this? So, what happens next? Huh? Don't question mark me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost something like that? I did say that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right? But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? And... Order? You say, have I ever heard of Doug? Is that Nickelodeon's Doug? Or Disney's Doug? Because I must say, I strongly dislike Disney Doug. Nickelodeon Doug is the only Doug in my mind. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. But I did like Disney Doug, I'm sorry to say. Certainly it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. Irk, what do I do now? Well, I think... Let's have her testify again. I'd like you to testify again. And, by the way, I also only like Nickelodeon Doug. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. I've never even seen Nickelodeon's Doug. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've only said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. To come so far, only to fail. In the end, doesn't even matter. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Objection. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't, I see, very well. Objection. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. It was so beautiful. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want to have her testify about? Well, yes, indeed, verily I say, ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth... Who knows? realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. The security lady, Old Bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. Bada boom, bada bing. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Just stab it right in her. Make her bleed. Okay, all right. So as I said, I was a Sal and Old Bag. Yes, the assistant, you know this. I called the police. Security lady. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. Then I went home, went back to the trailer and got my script and direction notes. What more do you need to know? Okay? The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Well, I better back off. This is a sensitive topic. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh, yeah, I guess. Very well. Miss Vasquez, please continue. Objection, Your Honor. I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know. She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. I know this isn't my job. I'm just really... I get excited sometimes. Order. Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. Good point. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Oh. You expect me to believe that? You're right. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to peg this on her here. Or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. Alright, yeah. Okay. was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? Bald Panda, I agree with you. She's totally guilty. But we have to prove it. Or else there's no... they can't indict you just because you seem really guilty. You have to have proof. I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. Wait, what? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Ms. Vasquez, you saw Hammer limping. You didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah. And when was he doing this? Well, it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order. Order. I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Irk. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. And why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Why? Of course I can. I can prove anything, even if it doesn't immediately occur to me, of course. I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Mr. I can't see. Move that out of the way, please. Ms. Vasquez's motive in this murder. Thank you. Alright. Obviously it is the 5-year-old photo. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. Look at him playing tennis like a rich boy. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. Well, I guess he probably guessed that what I was going to say. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, You, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's latest role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Uh-oh. Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never got rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. I see we have a lot of people in the chat, in the audience, who say that, she's guilty. She's very clearly guilty, so I'm sure you all have a lot of evidence, right? For her motive. Is that right? Clearly, she must have actually had a motive here, right? We should reveal evidence of that, shouldn't we? Or maybe she had no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Ms. Vasquez do was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Ms. Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. And then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Damn. Now don't you feel ashamed of your words and deeds? So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez, don't I sound just like you? What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel. Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No. How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel. Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No. Please don't die. Please. Damn. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Just like I lost my lover to the man who tried to kill me, who I killed in self-defense, who I will now go to jail for. Thanks. Thanks for believing in me this whole time. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. But yes, you're right. That's kind of the job here. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Hooray. Confetti. That is all. The court is adjourned. Bye-bye. Sir, is it really professional to say bye-bye after the court? It's my little thing I like to do. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he had tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Can show evidence. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... Look at this. Children love you. And he was jealous of that. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids' show, and as the villain to boot. Now you're acting in a kids' show as the hero, which is totally different. The kids love the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Huh? Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth. Oh, damn. Full frontal Edgeworth. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really wanted to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers, Sniff. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Screen cap it. Poof, there's the source of all the fanfics. Right here it begins. Unnecessary feelings. Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Bye, bitch. Mr. Wright? Is this guy your boyfriend? What? Boyfriends? As if they're boyfriends. Boyfriends, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? I'll tell you when you're older. And so the curtain closes on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that incident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids' shows again. The Pink Princess, my favorite. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You were going to watch with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy the trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant, who we really never learned the name of. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. It's a face. He has one of those faces for radio. And if you're wondering, radio is, it's like the kind of the precursor to podcasts and SoundCloud. And you probably haven't heard of it. All right. There it is, all of our friends. Look at that, beautiful. You know, less beautiful when we hide this because you can really get a full look at Old Bag's face there, which is maybe better left hidden. Turnabout goodbyes. Ooh, this one gets pretty heavy, folks. It's where the shit starts to pop off, I believe. Are you ready for turnabout goodbyes? Oh shit. It's been what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You suffered. And now, the perfect opportunity presents itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. Who's that man? Who's that man? Merry Christmas, everybody. And a happy kill year. Doesn't really work. Hey, Nick. Do you know if there's any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick. Isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one. Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training? Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters. Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea. So much for the rushing spring waters. Next in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy in a tip of the head to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax. Locals are confident their Gordy is the real deal. Yawn. Boring. Can't they show some real news for a change? A good murder? Come on. Nick. The water pressure's kind of low in that shower. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you just go down to the fire department and have them spray you with a hose? good idea, Nick. Apparently, ESP is no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time, it's murder. Gourd Lake again? The body of a man was found in the lake at this early morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources indicate the sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Damn, he's 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecution attorney known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? More 11. Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like murder. Nick? Yipes, Maya. The fireman yelled at me when I called him. We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect. In a murder. What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. All right. To the detention center. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Okay. The fact that this is all Christmas, also. Very funny. We've all been in here one time or another, haven't we? I guess it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Oh, he's gone. Hey, Edgeworth, come back. What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, he is in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So, you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney. Then laugh. Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and he'll get mad. Or burst into tears. Edgeworth, we don't have so much free time. We can spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me like this. Not like this. Hey, I didn't want to see you either, believe me. What happened? Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it? Duh, we're going to help you, that's what. Huh? Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey. Sure, you got lucky and won all 3, but your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience. Nick, he's insulting you. Nick, why am I always the one who has to get angry? The murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. The lake is a long way from your offices in the court. That's how you sound, idiot. Stupid guy in jail, I'm laughing at you. Why are you down there? I see no need to tell you. Making fun of me like that. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really... Gordy. Huh? I went to see Gordy. Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? Gordy, come on. Come on. Your attorney's badge? Edgeworth, let me defend you. Ha! Ha ha! Good one, right? But I'm not that hard up. Not yet. What do you mean by that? Me? Trust a wet behind-the-ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never. What? My case is near hopeless, right? Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. What? Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault they lacked confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this. Did you do it? Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask, but you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case. Why? But Nick is trying to help you. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Why not? Look, just go away and leave me alone. Nick, Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere. But, Nick... What do you all think? Do you think that Edgeworth is a killer? I mean, you saw him. You saw him do the kill right in the beginning. This is where it happened? Yeah. Gourd Lake is in the middle of this park. I can see some police walking around in there. Questioning people, probably. Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there? The one detective? Well, pal, there's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Oh, sorry, sir, nothing. Idiot, the trial's tomorrow. We need clues on the double. But sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir. He's the one. Shut up. Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. I mean, just get out of my face, pal. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe's kind of scary today. Recruits, pet. Ah, eek. Hey, you're that hairy guy, Harry Butts. Right, Phoenix Wright. Will he ever learn my name? And just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it. He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet. Huh? Oh, you don't say. Oh, he's sad. Yeah, let's talk. Detective Gumshoe, do you know what happened here? Huh? You don't know, pal? No. Wow, okay. Mr. Head in the Fluffy Pink Clouds lawyer. Head in the... huh? Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night, about 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Gourd Lake. Did you watch the intro? In that boat were 2 men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. Pow, like that. And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth? Do I really sound like that? A cop who arrived on the scene arrested him. How did he get there so fast? Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake. A witness? Let's ask about that witness. Who was this witness? Sorry, pal. That's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only the one witness? Yup, it was pretty cold out on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve after all. You had to be a real loser to be outside at that time. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're gonna turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today. I'd forgotten. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer? Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. Right. Who cares what the witness says? I care. You really believe in him, don't you, Detective? Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taking this investigation that seriously. Oh no. After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side. Well, at least you are, Detective. At least you are. Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah. He's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation would be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Hey, pal, don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him too. Remember the Steel Samurai. Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after the Steel Samurai case. He kept saying, right, 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 kiss, kiss, kiss. I want to kiss him, kiss him, kiss. Over and over. Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. Detective Gumshoe, sir. What, find something? No, sir, not yet. When there was a call from the precinct, they want to hold an investigation briefing. A briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh, sorry, pal. Guess you heard. I gotta go. Hey, any last things you want to ask me before I head back? Let's ask... Yeah, autopsy. I think that's good. Well, yes. Do you have any information on the victim? Sorry. They haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, see, if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal. Detective Gumshoe gave you directions to the police station. Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe. What? We'd like to take a look around in the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have the time to think about not giving you information. Right. Now let's get investigating. All right. Let us get investigating. What do you think? We can go to the public beach. Public beach. Public beach. Get some samurai dogs. See that over there? Samurai dogs with a little Christmas wreath. Wowzers. So this is Gourd Lake. Yup. I'm not sure it warrants a wowzers, though. Probably not. But hey, look at that snack stand. Samurai dogs? I want a samurai dog, please. Do you think that's actually a hot dog in the Japanese version, or do you think that's like oh, what is it? The noodle thing. They put like noodle in a bun. I can't remember. But it's definitely not a hot dog, right? Because it kind of looks like that too. Yakisoba pan. That's it. I bet that's what it is. I bet they're great. With a name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be? I mean, a dog that's a samurai? That sounds like a great movie. They're a little behind the times, though. The kids are all into the Pink Princess now. I mean, like, you know? Nope. I don't know anything about that. Never heard of it. Huh. Someone left one of those poppers here. You know, you'd pull the string, poppers. It's, Maya, how do you know about poppers? I'm not telling you. And yeah, it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's, you know, people partying. Hey, Nick, it might be a clue. Let's take it. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop it, right? Was it that obvious? A popper. Better take it. I suppose it wouldn't hurt. Huh? Where'd it go? I already put it in my pocket. Put it in the pocket. Samurai dogs. A hot dog stand. It's closed. The Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. The samurai reads banner dogs. Somebody needs to redecorate. Because, I mean, it's a whole day after Christmas. Let's get... For real. Let's get with the times. December 25th, Gourd Lake Woods. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. They've got guts camping at the scene of a murder. Hey, Nick. If they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murder. That's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to them. All right. Then we're going to go. Examine. I'm going to go over here. Want to look at this. This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise. Wow, cool. Let's try it out. Cough. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough. Hey, I'm Nick. Huh. Nick, will you stop that? Maybe it's broken? Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices. Well, what then? I know. The poppers. Bang. Click, 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 click. Yep, it responded. Yaw. I forgot about her. Just kidding. How could you forget about her? It's a whole thing. Hey, you. Get your hands off of that. What in the Sam Hill? Look what you done now. There goes a whole roll of film. What? What? Huh? Sorry. Sorry, nice, but don't pay my bills. You know how much a roll of that film costs? I'll pay you back. what were y'all thinking sending off a party popper in a place like this? Well, what? Don't try to play stupid with me just because you think I'm some country bumpkin. I got an Osakan accent, okay? Just because I'm from Osaka don't mean I'm out no country bumpkin, okay? I know how y'all Yanks think. You know, y'all Yanks from Kanto. Y'all Kanto Yanks. I say, those southern folks talk with that exaggerated drawl. Why they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb don't mean we all are. Nick, help. And who are you now? Her chaperone? Yeah, no, rather, we're sort of friends. Just figure out what y'all gonna say and say it for bejesus's sake. God, I'd rather sit through one of Papa's drawls than listen to you stutter all day. Oh boy. I guess we should pay her for the film. Watch it. Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay it later. I'm really sorry. I don't know why those question marks. Who is that? Okay. What? Can't y'all see I'm changing the... Oh, she hasn't told us her name, that's why, okay. Can't y'all see I'm changing the film on my camera here? Someone, I'm not naming any names, but someone used up a whole roll. Sorry. That didn't work. I wonder if I have anything to show her that would get her attention. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go over here. Show her the badge. This is my badge. Huh? Our badge is supposed to be all shiny and impressive. You a cop or something? I'm a lawyer. But what? Y'all ain't gonna try and pull one of them lawsuits over that film, huh? Cause I'll have y'all know I'm a fighter and I'll wrestle meaner looking things than you. No, that's not it at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake. A murder? A murder most foul? Sounds cool. Why didn't y'all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. You two, y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite. Hard. Come to think of it, where did Maya get to? Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. The culture gap and all. Never seen someone from Osaka. Never you mind, honey. I can talk Yank for you if it pleases you. Thanks. I think I'll be okay. Great then. I'm Lauda. Lauda Hart, but you can call me Lauda. I'm here photographizing a meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet you. In my mind, I'm just using Daniel Craig's accent from Knives Out. Alright, what happened? Oh yeah, when was that murder by anyway? I ain't seen much television lately. It happened late in the night on Christmas Eve. Oh, that's so? Christmas Eve? A man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything? Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. Not sure, though. Y'all gotta remember, I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I've seen enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which I seen when. Alright, tell me about you. So, what is it you do, Lotta? Oh, little old me? Haha. Y'all don't really want to know that, do ya? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U, right in the heart of Osaka. Wow, neat. Nick, she's a research student at a university. Country U. So I hear. So, when did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago. What are you photographizing? Didn't I now tell you all that lately? Already? Meteors. Yep, meteor showers. Falling stars? That's quite a camera you have there. Y'all better know it. It's German made. A genuine Solingen. Isn't that where they make knives? Out? So what's that device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? Device? It started moving by itself when I fired my poppers. Oh, that triggers the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera? Neat. You know, for meteors. Alright. So, next, I think what we gotta do is, just maybe present, just one question about this camera I have. Lotta? Yeah? So, your camera, it triggers on loud explosion noises. Yup. Actually, the victim in the case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol. A pistol? Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our poppers? I guess it would. Your camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it? Hey, y'all are pretty bright. Huh? I see what you're saying. I tell you what, I'll have a look-see at my film. It would have been a photo taken late last night. I checked him once, don't remember if there was anything on him though. But what if I got something? I would be a witness to a genuine murder. Yeehaw! I'll go check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear? I can't with her. I cannot. She went inside the SUV. I guess we should come back later. You know, but you gotta say, she has a lot of heart. She has a lot of heart. Alright. I'm gonna go to the... Hold on. How to be... Right. There, okay. We don't need to go to that other place yet. Here we are. December 25th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. I guess Detective Gumshoe is still in that meeting. Hey, thanks for coming down, pal. Detective Gumshoe. We just finished the meeting, for better or worse. I get the feeling we're in for some bad news. Do you know anything about the victim yet? No, still can't ID him. Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything? Not a peep. So, how did the meeting go? I can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that? So they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it? Well, the trial starting tomorrow is scheduled. I see. Hey, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting. Don't go tell anyone else, pal. Yes, sir. And, do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help. And you're the ones who need to help him, okay? I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, how come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other, and that's how it works. A working relationship? See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. We've got to earn that trust he places in us. I see. Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust, and you have my word on that. Such a good guy. I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you. Thank you. Nick? Huh? Can you show me that photo of the victim? That face. It's so manly. Someone you know? I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. Damn, that's pretty weird, isn't it? Okay. Anyway, let's go and do something else, huh? What do you think? Okay. Now it's time to go back to the court lake. Let's see, public beach. This one's pretty bad in terms of navigation. This case. December 25th, Gourd Lake Woods. Hey, y'all. Lotta. Wait up a sec. We got bingo. Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey. This is them. Take a look. Look at that one. Wait. See? He's shooting him with that pistol. It looks like that, yes. But also, there's like 4 pixels for the gun. And hello, Daniel. But you can't really tell who's that. You can't really tell who that is shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But you know, seeing these photos reminded me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Of course. How do you forget? Never mind. Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? I reckon so. That's what you're supposed to do. I reckon so. What's that? Now, don't y'all go trying to mock my accent. I'm a sensitive Osakan lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Laters. But wait, Lotta. What? Can't y'all see I'm kind of busy? Tell us what you saw too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops. Yikes. I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. Lotta. Don't let it get your scabies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or was that the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn. She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. Oh, hello, Penny Girls. Nice to see you. The question is, what exactly did she see? I guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Like photo added to the court record. Okay. Let's go to the Gourd Lake Public Beach. Ah. Yes. Looks like the police have given up their questioning. Ah, Nick, I think Santa's mad at you. Long time no see, Nick. Ho, 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 ho. Nick, you know Santa? Wow. Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Ho, 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 ho. Harry? What are you doing here? Isn't it, like, obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? It's, like, totally not a yakisoba. Gotta get money for dates, you know. My best girl, Beyonce, deserves the best. Beyonce? Not another model, I hope. Oh, Beyonce's a fine fire. I don't know why I keep wanting to say fire woman. She's totally lit. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all like, you go, girlfriend, you know? She bought this costume for me. That's great, Harry. Wow, a Santa costume. She must be really nice. Whoa, cute, kakui. Nick, who's she? She's not your... Not my... what? No, she's not. I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I'm, the little sister. Sister? Wow, Nick must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister. No, I'm not Nick's sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. Oh, sounds like how it usually works to me. Don't worry, Maya, he's not listening. Alright, butts. Hey, Harry. There was a murder here last night. You work here. Have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Beyonce, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold by himself like a loser, am I right? Oof. I think what you said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just... Beyonce's not in town right now. She's with her boyfriend. It's okay. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot with her boyfriend. A model. I knew it. Oh, hello there, Gamer Gay. What's up? Anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Neat. The defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Nick? Why would Harry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick. You don't mean Bat Miles Edgeworth? Old Edgy? Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa, murder? Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school. What? Anyway, let's talk about samurai dogs. No, let's talk about Edgeworth. So, Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, him, and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud, kind of an edgelord, studying all the time, trying to be like father. Like his father? Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow. Wait, you said defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second. But Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his knee? No, that didn't sound anything like what I said. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh, go figure. He always used to talk about like defending the weak, or like unable to defend themselves, and dumb as me. Man, he used to go on and on about man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind though. Do you know, Nick? Nick? I know. Samurai dogs. Tell me about the dogs. Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs? Why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped. Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs. You know, like gourd dogs, guard dogs. Ouch. The samurai thing was Beyonce's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. She was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made me that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of those samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake. What with the big news? You know, the murder? The big news? Yeah, Gordy. Gordy? Tell me of the Gordy. We know about Gordy. What's Gordy? Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here in this very lake. A giant mysterious monster. Gordy. Monster? Yeah. Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Wow, it's really real. Oh, check that out. Nick, a monster. A real monster. Hot news. Yeah. It's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into the frame, I heard a loud bang, like an explosion, and followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. $1 million? Grow up, Larry. Jeez, that Larry. Can you believe him? Can you believe this Larry? Time to go to the law offices. Back to the offices. This is my second favorite case in the game. Nothing, just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey, I remember now. This guy. This is a lawyer that was at the office Mia worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait, you mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him, for old time's sake. Intrigue. Let's get grossed up. Alright, we gotta remember, his voice. That old familiar clearing of the throat. You're mere something, are you not? I was her understudy, yes, Phoenix Wright. And you're mere something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know. It takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, sir? Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter? Okay. What happened? There was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Well, for real, dude? It's like the middle of the day. Anyway, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. Well, this is terrible news indeed. I guess you hadn't heard anything. Tell me of the painting. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I do not think it shall ever be coming back to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts. Old and bitter desserts like the scent of fresh lemon. Autopsy report. Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Did you remember? He was a lawyer here in my office. Came to my wedding. Oh, that's Hammond. Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond? And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot? Allegedly. Allegedly was shot. Who is this Hammond guy anyway? Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the Dl6 Incident. Dl6? Why does that sound so familiar? Perhaps you remember? I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder. That was the incident where the police were so at a loss that they used a spirit medium. Wait, you don't mean... Was that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. The spirit medium, Misty Fay, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. The Dl6 Incident. Yes, I remember it well, like the scent of fresh lemon. Happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, right? That's how you sound, idiot. Oh, correct, and stop being mean to me. Misty Fay used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case, and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg? Yes, quite. Did I do that? I don't remember. Thank you. No, please, don't mention it. Dl6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait, what does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the Dl6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. What? His father? If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you. Wait. This is a photograph of my mother. Wow. Thanks. I've never seen this before. Okay, if you need anything else, I want to have breakfast. I told you I just woke up. What's this? I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. I guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Alright, let's present it. Boom. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited. Yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, right? You are always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the Dl6 incident. Right, Dl6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job, considering that is what I said. I just wanted to keep you away from Dl6. So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know, but I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like, and I will answer to the best of my abilities. The Dl6 incident, tell me. The Dl6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, the suspect was arrested. A man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared that suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gourds Lake. And Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder? Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean your... It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now... This... About to end? The Dl6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago on December 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick, what does that mean? Well, when a case's statute of limitations run out, legally, the case never happened. 3 days from now, Dl6 will be closed. Forever. This is absolutely how it works in the real world. Don't question it. What happened to the suspect? The one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding, being 50 years old. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. Wow, that's pretty harsh. Just a suspect. So was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps. I'd rather not talk about it. Alright, jeez. We're only trying to defend you here. Here, why don't you look at this? Look at what? Oh. Who would have thought there would be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone. No. So, you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right. wants me to ask you this now. I know you want us to defend you. Yes. Will you? Never. You son of course. Gotta do it. Number 1 ship. OTP. Who could have guessed this day would come? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? You owe money? Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you, bitch. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. Huh? In my letter of request, please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Wow, it's so neat. Well, I guess we should. What's that? Earthquake, Nick. It's a big one. Wow. It's calming down. Phew. That was scary. Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There. He's on the floor in a ball, shivering. I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball? Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Right. We have to give Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. Good luck down there. Don't leave me, Phoenix. I'm scared. What was that? Nothing. Go. I love you. Okay. Next we're going to police. Police town. Alright. Police affairs. Hey, what's going on here? Eek. What's wrong, Detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. Says she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's all this about, pal? A lot of heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth the death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. Jesus. Alright. I might as well give him this. Calm down. Look what I got. Hey, you did it, pal. I'm glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow, then. Good luck, pal. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. All right. He did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm going to go check on him. You two go eat and get you dressed for tomorrow's trial. Later. Oh. I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. Then again, I was only in the same class as him for 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth in those 15 years. Da-na-na-na-na. Okay. It's trial time now. Are you ready, everyone? To acquit. We're too legit to not acquit. Alright. There we go. December 20th. 26, 9:44 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Karma. That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He is a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. Ugh. So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. Okay? He's as ruthless as me, times 20. Wow, I thought it was 10. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. Good luck. I guess that's like something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia. Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now. Don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. Now all we have is you, and you suck. I'm really sorry that all you have is me and I suck. I'll try my best to be worthwhile. I hope so. It's being really unfair. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. You're so weird, right? Oh my god, this voice is gonna be so hard to do. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool! You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well. Your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m. she heard 2 pistol shots. Oh, hello, Da Vinci. Then the boat started to move. Boom, it went vroom, vroom towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to the court record. Testify to the court about your arrest. Now. Wait, Mr. Von Karma? Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. No. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and you will say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course, you're quite right. No, he's not. I'm doing well, thank you. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. That's how it goes. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now. Do it. Jeez, okay. Let's do this one, not that one, not that one, not that one. This one. Yes, yeah. So, yeah, our job is to make decisions, the right ones. For Phoenix Wright. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through his heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. So, we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Okay? Now, alright. Why you have to do that? Why's that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. No, I'm the lawyer. I'm Phoenix Wright. That's the judge. His name is Judge. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right, sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. Okay. There we go. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Ack, he has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. Hello, J-Town. How are you? There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order. So, Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Tisk. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order. this is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, no. You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge. Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now! But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. 10-minute recess. This court will take a 10-minute recess. It's my idea. I came up with it. Okay, who's running this court anyway? December 26th, 11:09 a.m. District Court, Defendant's Lobby, number 2. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True? Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him. And who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya. Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Being useful for months for change? Just, Oh. Sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? I'm just a big pile of garbage, aren't I? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? Yeah, you're useless. Come on. Stop it. Maya's wonderful. Need her. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? Good idiot. It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Oh, everyone has their off days. I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is gonna run out. Really? Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any worse than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Sorry. Whoops. Probably shouldn't be saying I'll lose the case right in front of my client. Why don't you sit over there while we continue to talk? Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? These two together, oh my god. Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? There. Y'all need to learn some manners. No. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well. Your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order. I will remove you from the court if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order, order, order. I will have order. I'll have a cheeseburger. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well. The court finds the defendant. Objection. Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. I haven't done anything. A cross-examination? No. We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. Allow me to read them to you. Guilty, 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 guilty. Stop. No, I have more. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Huh? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You know, if you have to do the law thing, this legal thing, you will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. It's like bad stuff, right? Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I noticed one little thing. Anthony Pierce, hello. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. I mean, have you seen that guy? He's going to kill you. He looks very evil. Alright, so it was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Let's press further. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? Objection! Did you all hear that? The objection sound? This is why I have to do this one. What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. I have a little, action figures that I do to pretend to be the court myself. Wait now, I'm the one who says that. Well then, say it already. Objection sustained. See? Was that so hard? Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Thank you, Anthony. I'm glad you like my narration. Okay, well, I guess. Yeah, if you heard a bang, tell me about it. So, you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Nope. I looked at it after I heard that noise. Objection. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Irk. Alright. I saw two gents in a boat. Okay, so that's different. That's different. And then let's press. Could you clearly see the two men? No, just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Oh, you're asking how I did emotes on the channel. Well, I made them with Photoshop. That's how I did it. It was actually it's a little bit difficult. You can find some tutorials online. Anyway, we're going to press further on this one. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo or Photoshop. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. Objection. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Alright, he's hiding something, they say. Alright. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. Objection. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. On karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? There was an area thing on the lake, but that boat. Alright, glad you're relaxing. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure, but let's press further. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake. It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Objection. No. Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained. Yes, of course. Oh, great. Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. I've sustained several objections. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor... You keep your promise, please. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court, because that's what the scary man told me to do. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Nick, a lot of testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean. You even sounded like me there. But if I can't say anything, what do I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Hold it. Who said that? Who was that? There was no voice attached. It was me. Maya. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? The little girl's room? No, I do not. A lot of heart. Your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. She's so precious. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down, and happy early birthday, Sheila Flocky. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Objection. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No. I have to go to jail now. Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
No innocence. Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? No.
Wrong.
What?
Did you hear what Mr. Hart just said, Miss Hart? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again.
Order.
Can I get the cheeseburger?
You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection.
I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma. Please don't hurt me, but I can't.
What?
And Ms. Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
But he's in contempt of court, I decided.
No, I am. I'm in contempt. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Throw me in jail. I don't care. I've been there before.
Very well. Go to jail. My affair. You will leave the courtroom immediately. Enjoy jail.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya. Classic Maya move.
Peh. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate the badgering of my witnesses.
I'm running out of time. Better find a contradiction in here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
Jeez. I saw clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that. What will Maya say? Well, we just have the one statement. But you know what? I think we can make it work. She said she saw clearly. People of the court, does this look clear to you? No, it does not. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. Every time, it makes you laugh. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? I say what?
Mr. Wright has a point. Objection. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please.
Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart? What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course, I said I could, and I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. How Edgeworth was you're right. It was a cold night, and the fog was as thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problemo. Am I right?
You used binoculars. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. I see no problemo here.
This one better be good. You're right, it was a cold night. And they say it gets colder. I brought my binoculars with me. Did you? Did you bring your binoculars? Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? But I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
Objection. The camera is irrelevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? We have to be really sure about this. I don't know. Now, do you think the camera's really important? What do you think? Let's go. Let's press. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. I was actually thinking the same thing. Very well. Ms. Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear you. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Now, I know this one, but let's press. Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight.
Objection. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witnesses because of their challenged intellect.
Now, wait just a cotton-picking minute.
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth.
Grr.
No unnecessary comments, please.
When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. Now. Okay. Here. Now here's a question I would have to you all. If she was taking pictures of the stars, what is the point of this camera? Stars don't make a loud noise. When they fly by, you don't hear a star going like, ah, although that would be very funny. So what's really going on here? You were photographing a shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Oh, I guess that's technically right. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Let's do evidence. Your Honor, take a look at this. What was she trying to photograph? Do you know? Have you solved the clues? Can you guess who? It's a mystery. She was really trying to photograph Misty Faye. She was really trying to photograph... Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Could it be this? Ms. Hart. This is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Why would you try to photograph a newspaper? No, Judge. It's what's inside the newspaper. Gordy. Ah, the sighting at Gourd Lake. Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I have proof. Jesus, come on. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. Here's proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster. The proof is this article about Gordy the lake monster. According to this article, when Gordy breaks through the water, it makes a loud noise, which is why you set up your camera with that microphone. You had it set to respond to loud noises, just like in the movie Anchorman. That's how you got this picture, when the pistol fired. Order, order. I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah, not bad. Are you always that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks that monsters exist. I'm the only monster here.
Hey.
But, as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing.
Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart? Why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Perjury. Right, fine, I'll testify. Won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it.
No, you're not. You won't see anything.
A lot of new testimony. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Objection. The witness' testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Is there a contradiction? Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself, and you must have something in mind.
Ah, that would be a first.
Haha, very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright? If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood. Yes, Your Honor. Man, they're thirsty to end this trial. Must be something good on TV. Alright, let's see. Okay. Alright. An investigative photographer? Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press, that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year, and guess what? What? There was a UFO just hanging there in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object, a UFO. That's when I had sort of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer of cryptids. I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. Now, 3, go with that. And this one. Alright, wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Oh yeah. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Ah!
Order. Continue, Mr. Wright.
This is very fun. You testified that you were watching the goat and the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Bah! Well, humph. Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit, and, I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. You get it, right?
Miss Hart, are you saying that you did another perjury?
Sorry, y'all. Just a little bit of perjury is okay, right? I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought I could be a witness to a murder and all. I just wanted to be special. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat until now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof.
Still, we can't see who's shooting this.
Right. That's why I took this photo and...
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and... did what? Wait a second.
She even had a photograph to prove it, pal.
But you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting.
That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality and might, but should let us see who's who. It has the CSI technology to enhance.
She enlarged that photo. I bet it's really big. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse, double prison. What should I do? Show it. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. Every time it makes me laugh. I just like doing that every time. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. It's real big now. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Objection. Because it does not exist. I ate it.
What are you talking about? You were the one who told me to not show it. You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. You were telling me to be quiet about it. You were saying, don't mention I said this. Don't talk about the fact that I didn't tell you to say it. You were saying all that stuff. I remember. And what's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. I want to see the big photograph.
Objection. The prosecution objects to the submission of this big photograph.
Objection denied. The witness will show the big photograph to the court. Okay, here it is. One big photograph right for you. Check it out. Look at all them pixels in it. We still cannot see who is firing in this. Could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Happy now, Mr. Wright?
There has to be something.
You asked for the enlargement, and you got the enlargement. Von Karma always delivers his enlargement. And little good has it done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it.
I suppose this means that the cross-examination
is over, obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Laura Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything else to add?
I stated everything that I needed to when the trial began. Decisive evidence. Decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photograph somewhere. We didn't do the ceremonial clue finding. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? I object. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with the enlargement. No one has ever complained before, right? I think my enlargement is fine. Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What exactly about this enlargement is strange? Point to it. Point to the part that's weird. I'll show the judge what's strange about this enlargement. Okay. Alright, here. This is what's weird. This is what's weird. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? What is that? That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Oh, that's the judge. This man's hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you what that left hand do. Here, look at this. What does this say, folks? That is a left hand shooting, pop, 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 but prints from the right hand. That's what we call in the business. Take that. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, Edgeworth says that a lot. The man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Wow, that was pretty crazy. Now that everyone has calmed down, I would like to reconvene this court of law, if that's okay with everyone. We could just do that a little bit. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Precisely. Oh, sorry. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Larry Butts. It was Larry Butts,
the victim. There is only one explanation remaining. This was point blank. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order, order.
So you are saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
Objection. I am so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot.
The distance?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? Oh, maybe it wasn't point blank. Maybe I made that detail up. That's a meter. That's 3 feet. A meter? That's 3 feet.
Yes. Great job, Phoenix. That's not the part you were supposed to really focus on. You idiot. You Americans. There's no way it could have been suicide.
Order, order. Mr. Von Karma, are you quite sure of the accuracy of your data?
Of course. I already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. The court is adjourned. Wow. Phew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I did not. I was just kidding around. Humph. You know what? This is a murder case, Phoenix. Look, I'm gonna go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something from me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear you say that, Edgeworth. Jerk. I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. She heard them bangs. It was two bangs. We never mentioned that at all in this day. Why? I don't know. December 26th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Maya. Hey, Nick, it's you. I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Oh, okay. I forgive her. I think she deserves to be out of court. Okay. We're going to check this. Alright, okay. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Phew. Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? Huh? How much? I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something. Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? That was a little bit of a stretch, I guess, but the best I could come up with. Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried, I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. Sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. 'Cause she's dead. I'd like to remind you of that while you're being mean to me. Okay. Let's go. To the beach. 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 There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe's here today. I mean, clearly not. The public beach. Haven't seen Harry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely Fiancé. I think they were going for like Beyonce with that. But like, why the K? Fiancé? I don't know. Let's see. Gotta go to the woods. Here we go. Hey, Detective Gumshoe.
Hey, pal.
The trial today at, Yes? What about the trial?
Well, I was gonna say good show, but it wasn't really all that. Though you did save Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know.
Thanks.
Geez, everybody's a critic.
Okay. Detective Gumshoe? Any idea what strategy Von Karma's planning for tomorrow?
It sounds like he's bringing in another witness.
Another witness? Oh, right. He said something about that in the trial today.
There are two witnesses.
I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it?
Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information.
Right. Oh, right, I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth.
What's up?
Is he afraid of earthquakes? I've never heard anything about that before.
Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, and him becoming a lawyer, and him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident.
The Dl6 Incident?
Yup, that's the one, pal. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes.
I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey.
Huh? She's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I told them to let her go as soon as they had that report that was written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it wasn't for her. Seeing her getting dragged out by the bailiff. I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two.
Yeah, me too.
Edgeworth, he was so moved I saw his lip trembling. It was very cute.
Really? Cold as ice, Edgeworth?
He was really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm gonna head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can.
Thank you. Oh, wait. I was wondering, how much is bail going to be?
Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount.
What? Edgeworth?
Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Don't forget to go pick her up, okay?
Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too. Maybe. And then let's go pick her up. You know, I don't want to leave her in jail any longer than she has to be. Still not going to that boat rental shop. Hey Nick, you finally came. I just finished the paperwork, so I'm free to go. Free at last, eh? Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We've got to win this case, Nick. So cute. Cockily. Right, that's cool. Come on. Okay. Where are we going? Alright, bye. We're leaving. There aren't many cops around today, are there? They're probably back at the precinct, working up a case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's Lotta. Y'all really did it today. No, what do we do now? No, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking, a little self-reflection, you might say. I realize that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind. Lotta. So, you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up? How are you going to make it up? Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us. Right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey, I see you thinking, how unsophisticated these Osakan folks are. It's written all over your face. And let me tell you, most Osakans are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll it be? Are we gonna deal or not? Deal or no deal? Well, what do we do? What do we do, Nick? Deal. We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker. I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gordy? But, Gordy doesn't, Gordy might not exist. Well, then, bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something, y'all come to me first, got it? Oh, okay. Right, see y'all later. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting. Hunting? You seriously mean Gordy? I sure do. And what about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay, and how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? You know, a monster myth specialist? Okay, pop. Let's move to the beach. Go to the beach, 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 go to the beach. Oh, what's that? The Steel Samurai, Nick. Yo, Maya. Larry, what the heck is this? Oh, it was my girl Keonce's idea. She was all, if you like, put this here. It would be like really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow. That's real impressive she could find those for you. Well, she knows a lot of people. And that's the show's finished now, so she got them for free. Right. Okay. Well, geez. Okay. Tell me the big samurai. Hey Larry, what was that big thing up there before? Huh? Oh, the big guy? I've had that for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That what I used to put air in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh, and here I thought you'd inflated it by yourself. We don't need to ask that. Leave him with this little sleevey. Wait, no, not here. No. Beautiful, beautiful place though. Right to the public beach. That's where we want to go. And then we want to go to the woods, I think. Yeah, the woods. Hey y'all. Well, y'all find anything else about our Gordy? No, it's been 10 minutes. Well, gotta keep moving. It gets cold out here at night time. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, no you don't. No sneeze. Watch you. I told y'all, no sneezing. See, I said the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bang. and trigger on one of Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry's nice, but how about my film? Nick, pay the lady. Sob. Alright. Then we want to go to here. I don't know if that was important or not, but I did it anyway. Let's go to the entrance. Then we're going to go to the cops. Turn ourselves in. Here we go.
Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's gonna hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again, did you?
What do you mean again?
Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides money, that is. I'm a little tight this month. Let's talk about the investigations.
How's the investigation proceeding?
It's not, really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive.
His motive?
See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the Dl6 Incident, and the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case, Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him.
And Mr. Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow, too. Poor Edgeworth.
I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal.
Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy?
The monster down in Gourd Lake? Not personally, no.
Well, we were hoping you personally knew him, actually.
Huh? Are you out of your minds?
Eek.
You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me then?
Oh, Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick.
I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta.
Nick, try telling him sooner next time. Sorry.
I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay. I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy.
Huh?
I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence.
Really?
You can take whichever one you like.
Okay, give us the goods.
Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, Missile.
Missile?
He's a K9 police dog, still in training. Missile, here boy.
Fun fact, this is the dog of the director of the game that he tries to work into each one of the games that he works on. He is also, to my knowledge, in Ghost Trick and probably others, but Missile, everybody. A good boy.
Here he is. A good boy.
Hey, he's cute. Look, Nick, a cute dog. A cute dog. And this will help us how?
Woof. Woof. Next, secret weapon number 2. A fishing pole. The latest in police technology. My own personal pole.
Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster.
Yeah.
How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole?
Never know till you try, pal. Okay, this next one's the last one.
No, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. They're so good.
Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here.
Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for something alive and not made of metal.
Right.
How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector?
Hey, you never know. It might be a been eating soda cans. Well,
What do you want? I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. I can't make my mind up either, for the totally opposite reason. Oh well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. Okay, this is... Alright, now this one is a little bit wild because you can borrow all of them, and there's specific things you need to do. Okay. Okay. Alright, this seems very important, so let's borrow the dog. Okay. Sure thing, pal. Be good to him. Woof. He's so cute. Oh boy. Musical. You remember that? Do you remember it because you got stuck there? Because that's primarily why I remember it. But not to worry, I remember the specific things we need to do. And let's say that we don't need to do this, but in a sense we do. Hey, Nick. Missile's been acting strangely. Missile? Oh, right. That little creature of yours. Hey, I love little doggies. Good boy, good boy. Grar. What's wrong, Missile? Look at that face. Yip, 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 yip. Eek. Missile. Munch, 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 munch. Whoa, stop that thing. It's gonna eat all my hot dogs. No. My samurai dog, sniff. Wow, he ate every single one. I'm sorry, Larry. Sorry, don't pay my bills, Nick. He's going to have to this time. Alright. That's the only reason to have the dog. Which I think is very funny. That's literally the only thing the dog does. As far as I know. Okay. Now let's talk weapons. Hey, can we borrow one of those things? Yeah, sure, pal. I'm gonna take back the last one I lent you. You can have one at a time, okay? Don't be greedy, alright. Can I borrow that flimsy-looking fishing pole? Sure thing, pal. Oh, and if it breaks, be sure to dispose of it properly, okay? Right. This is yours, isn't it? What do you mean if it breaks? I mean, if you break it, you know, you bought it. That's just all I'm saying, okay? Maybe I'm in the market for a new one and maybe wanted a convenient excuse. Who can say? Okay, Nick. This looks like a good spot. A good spot for what? Time to do some fishing. She's serious. Oh, what are you going to use for bait? Oh. Yeah, oh. I figured something like this would happen. That's what you should have said. You should have brought Missile along with us too. At least then we'd have bait. Damn, don't say that shit. Nick, how could you? You suck. I'm kidding. How could we use a dog on that? Some jokes are better left untold. You bastard. How she hit me. Okay, watch this, Nick. Just, try not to reel in any empty cans or boots, okay? Like in Animal Crossing. Okay, here we go. My leg. Click, 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 click. Hey, what are you doing? Sorry, Lotta. Don't tell me y'all are on some kind of film company's payroll. Y'all with Kodak? Nick, pay her. guess we can do this as well. Lotta, wait. For catching Gordy. A fishing pole? Are you out of your doggone mind? Yes, yes, it's a fishing pole. Huh. I never thought of that. Good luck. Thanks. I don't believe it. Okay. And we can also do this. You know, you can't catch many fish in this lake. I'm not after small fry. I'm after the biggest fry of them all, Gordy. You really gonna try to fish out a monster? To save Edgeworth, yes. Brings a tear to my eyes in more ways than one. 2 tears. Damn. Alright. Now. Wait, no, not here. Whoops. Looks like Edgeworth isn't questioning. Let's come back later. Guess so. Guess you went to the wrong place, didn't you? Alright. Can we borrow that metal detector? Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're gonna find with this. Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything is possible. Anything. Okay. Gourd Lake. Public beach. Let's go to the beach, 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 go to the beach. And now finally, to the boat rental shop. It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good. Well, with the murder on the lake and all, they're probably just taking a vacation until it blows over. I get it. Oh, sorry about that. I'm gonna mute that if that happens again. It's beeping. The metal detector's found something. Sure is loud enough about it, for real. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Because it's loud. Nick. Look. Huh? An air tank? Huh. The valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Oh. Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags. Well, we might as well take it with us now that we found it. It's heavy. God. Alright, I guess so. Alright, now let's go. Doobie-doobie-doobie-doo, back here. Do you think maybe this belonged to him? On account of the string of flags? What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours? Why would I have a thing like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like the string of flags around your steel samurai there. But must be a coincidence. But there are strings of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools and used car dealerships. But look, why would I need a tank anyway? To inflate something. You used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? That big puffy steel samurai. But now why would you go asking me a question like that? looks like I hit the nail on the head.
Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always use was on the frets, so I tried using the tank to inflate it just once, and it didn't go so well, as I suspected. And I want to ask more about it. It didn't go so well? Yeah. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I don't really want to talk about it. Tell us. Fine. Whatever. It's like I said. The compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then... blam! The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And that tank there took off like a rocket. And it took my poor deflated steel samurai with it. What? Off into Gourd Lake? It sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. Okay. So the tank and the steel samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. The 20th, a week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Kianse gave me that steel samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last. It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last was the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened? No. That's too bad. It's not all bad. You've solved one mystery at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her about the mystery that we solved. Do you know what mystery we solved? Do you know what mystery we solved? Where are you? There you are. Alright, okay. Okay. Now, Lotta. There's something important to tell you. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I've got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet? Gordy doesn't exist, Lotta. There's no such thing as Gordy. But what? How can y'all be so sure? Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof Gordy don't exist? Proof that Gordy doesn't exist is out there somewhere. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, it's here. Of course I have proof. No lawyer worth his badge would make a claim without the proof to back it up. I would never do such a thing. Here's the proof that Gordy doesn't exist. Is it the air tank? Okay, hold on. It's air tank, yeah. So, if you haven't figured it out yet, it might be easier to let them explain it. It's a little bit silly. Sometimes things are a little bit silly. But we have this photo, and we have the story that we learned about this air tank. How might they be related? Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me? Como se what?
What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here. A hot dog stand. From American Hot Dogs. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot who happens to be a friend of mine tried to fill it. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the air. Apparently, it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang? The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the Steel Samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay. You win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lotta. So, tell us this information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah, night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know. No one mentioned that during the trial. Like, not even one time. Huh? Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all, just the lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. Second big photo of it. Bye now, y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Wow. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Yeah, The Legend of Larry. My favorite video game. Familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Someone should whip that butts into shape. Whipped butts. Steamed hams. These are the jokes. Okay. Hey, Nick. This is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. Fancy a little B&E? Hell yeah. December 26th, the caretaker shack. Meg, that you? Eek. Hey, Nat Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya. Meg? Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone? Pasta? You know, like ramen, but from Italy? Glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running, an old man like me? Polly, the kids are home. Hello? Nick, what was that? on that perch. Keith? Yes? I'll leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny. Nick, what's the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I'd have to say it's the name of the pasta shop for Japanese pasta, known as ramen. Well, that's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello, hello. Yup. He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. Well then, okay. Let's get that pasta. Pasta. A pasta shop? Don't you mean ramen? Yup. I think the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know. That makes you the third generation. Meg? Yes. Tomorrow we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith? Yes. You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. You know, Western pasta. Thank you for the hydration check. Gotta remember to stay hydrated when we're wrangling pasta. Maybe some of that beef pasta? Shrimp pasta? Pasta wrangler, the West? Isn't pasta from Italy? Meg. Yes? You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you? California Pizza Kitchen. That is where the pasta is from. Right. Everyone knows that. Nick? Huh? How long do we have to keep up this all-in-the-family charade? This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. Alright. This is a boat rental shop, right? What are you talking about? This here's the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. Well, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. It's all about this ramen stuff. All the kids come up and say, "Yo, dude, we want some ramen." And that's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. But this old man is the witness tomorrow, right? Got to find some way of getting information out of him. Oh boy. Oh, damn it. Are you with the cops? Isn't that a lawyer's badge? Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Huh? Yup. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith. You've been lying to me. Nick, now's our chance to clear things up. Sir? No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please help us. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. I promise. promise. I promise to run the wet noodle. I think that's probably fine, right? Okay, yeah. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. I'll even dedicate my life to pasta. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? Who wouldn't want to eat my delicious noodles? I guess so. That's a little weird. Well, that's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Wait, didn't I just say? You too, Meg. Yes? Yeah, you bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Now, what was it that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly. Hello. Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Okay. There, that's it, okay. Yup, I seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith. Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad. You know something about this? Dad. Yup. The other night, out on the lake. Yes? I know all about that. I seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all, it's very mighty fine of you to do that. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside, probably night. Yup. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. And then I heard another one, bang. And then, splooshy splash. A little while later, this boat comes back. And a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yup. And what did he say? Yup. I don't know. I'll remember tomorrow by court time. Promise. We need to know earlier than that. Oh boy. Okay, not this. Now we need to examine, you guessed it, the parrot. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello? He ignored me. What, you forgot, Meg? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly, how you been? Hello. See? Neat. So the Polly's name is Parrot. Too bad all she can say is hello. Har. Old Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. The secret words? What's the secret? Okay. Gotta ask him about it. Okay. Tell me of Polly. My memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. All right. Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya? See, Nick, all it takes is a little clever thinking. And a criminal mind. Just like that show that got canceled. Wait, no, I think it might still be going. Quick, Nick, write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. You know what? Hey, little Terry was just here. Terry. Yup, that kid next door. You used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat, got himself some whiskers going out his face. Must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh wait, I had one more question. Huh? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget Dl6. Squawk! What? Huh? Huh? What did she say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget Dl6. Squawk! What? The Dl6 incident? Hey, Dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? How does he know about Dl6? Why would that bird Polly know about Dl6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh, what? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this Dl6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah, okay, very good. Then we go immediately to this guy, okay. Never mind. The tense music was playing and then you're like, don't forget me, Larry Butts. Hey pal, long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? What's that? You know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake? Oh yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you... That was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Yeah. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the Dl6 incident. Oh. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think it has something to do with the current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about Dl6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file, so I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the Dl6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. And then who could say, maybe some eyeballs would look at it. You know what I mean? Right. Well, I guess there's no way. Okay, here we go. Listen. This fucking bird. Okay. What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? Dl6? What? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk? Don't forget Dl6. Squawk. Huh? Don't forget. I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word.
Yeah, but how would that old man know about the Dl6 incident?
Wait, what if that old man was connected to Dl6? Nick, you think he might be?
I getcha. Sounds like you'll need information on the Dl6 incident. Through there's the station's record room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need.
All right, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. Ooh, exciting. You know what, though? I think the time to face Edgeworth's past might be next week. What do you think about that? Another cliffhanger for us. I think this is where it all starts. I mean, well, the case already kind of was where it all starts. But the Dl6 incident, key to the rest of the entire game. Remember that name. Don't forget Dl6 because you're going to hear it a lot. And it actually is very interesting, I think. Okay, but that's going to be it for tonight. I hope you all enjoyed your bedtime story. I hope it made you feel nice and sleepy. Maybe you even fell asleep. If you were that interested in the story, you can come back and watch the rest later. Sleep is the most important thing. The story will be here. I've got VODs you can watch. Have a wonderful night, everybody. If you are just following now, make sure that you check out our YouTube where you can watch said VODs. They're going to go up pretty soon. And if you want, you can hang out on Discord, chat. Let me know what you like and let me know what you don't like. And beyond that, we can be back tomorrow with a subs-only stream of Omori. And then on Friday with some Elden Ring ASMR. And then on Sunday, we're going to have something cool. Additional. Like, it's already going to be cool, no matter what. It's going to be cool on Sunday. Chill. It's going to be very nice. So make sure to check it out. Okay. So goodbye, everybody. Good night. And I'll see you in hell.